Hey guys, Greg with PlanetGreenZen.com here, and thank you guys for joining today and watching this channel and supporting me and subscribing. And for those of you who are joining for the first time, what I like to do on this channel is actually just inspire people in 5 main areas of life, which are mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and socially. Because I believe that if you do have a holistic yin-yang balance of these 5 areas in life, then you can actually accomplish whatever you want to accomplish greatness. And also, if you guys like what I'm doing here, please subscribe to the channel, share, comment below, let me know your comments, concerns, whether you like it or don't like it. Again, just let me know if you have any questions or if you would like for me to cover any other topics, just go ahead and let me know. But again, Greg with PlanetGreenZen.com, and today's focus is actually on success. As far as, do you ever feel like if you are on your journey to success, and something actually comes your way, it's like an invisible force that just holds you down like a weight, some type of negative energy and force that just gets in your mind and it prevents you from doing the stuff that you want to do. So if you felt like that, then I think I have a solution for you. And it's actually from reading this. I have told you about this book before, but I highly recommend reading this book. It is called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Now, if you guys may be thinking, well, I've heard that name before, Napoleon Hill, who is that? He's the guy who wrote the book Think and Grow Rich back in, I think 1929. I might have the date wrong, somewhere in their late 20s, early 30s. But he wrote the book Think and Grow Rich, where he interviewed 500 of the most successful people during that time frame, and he wrote a philosophy on success. So yeah, if you don't have that book, highly recommend reading that. But again, this book, guys, is for those of you who feel that force, where if you just don't know what it is, you feel like, why am I not accomplishing what I want in life? Why do I just don't want to do something? That's a force that is getting inside of your mind, because when you are on your road to success and journey, on your road to success, and you're on the right path, you're going to have things come into your life to actually try and prevent you from accomplishing greatness and success. So what I want to do with this book is actually just read right from the book. There's 7 principles for outwitting the devil when you actually feel that when you're on your journey for success and you just feel that something's holding you back, so there's obstacles. So the first one is a definiteness of purpose. And again, like Napoleon Hill puts it, you have to have a burning desire for accomplishing greatness. And then, the motivational speaker E.T., he says, if you want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you will become successful. Go ahead and look up E.T., motivational speaker, and find that because he phrases it way better than what I'm doing right now. But if you want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you will become successful when you actually watch that video. So again, have a definiteness of purpose, and what that means is you have to have a laser focus on what you want to accomplish. If you want to be, let's say, get six-pack abs, then you have to really have a focus on that. Maybe put pictures up on your wall of people with six-pack abs, the discipline you need to go through, maybe the foods and nutrients you need to eat to accomplish that. So you need to have that purpose and the laser focus and not let anything come in your way, because as you're on your journey, you're going to have things coming from the left, things coming from the right to try and grab you away, but you got to just push through that resistance. So keep that definiteness of purpose on your way to success. The second principle is, and I apologize guys, because I have all these lights in here. I'm trying to actually just get better, a little better quality over time. I'm still learning myself, but so when I look at this book, I can't see it because these lights are so in my face. So I might have to squint at this, like, what does it say? Because it's so bright. So I apologize for that. But anyway, number 2 is mastery over self. Now you guys may think you are the master of yourself, you're the Jedi of your own body, but you'd be amazed at how untrue that is. So you do need to have a mastery over yourself. Just keep discipline, keep focus, keep your habits going, and you will be able to accomplish greatness and success. The third one is learning from adversity. Again, we all go through things in life, good or bad, and we actually learn more from our mistakes. So if you guys didn't know that, the definition of failure is not failing, it's quitting. That's the true definition of failure, because if you speak to a lot of people who are 6-figure earners, 7-figure earners, 8-figure earners, again, most of them have actually, if I would think all of them have went through some type of failure in their life in order for them to accomplish the greatness, to get the wisdom that they have today, to be able to stay on that road to success. So you have to go through the dark in order to appreciate the light. So just keep that in mind, guys. The next one is controlling environmental influences associations. There's a quote that is, you are like the 5 most top people that you hang around. So again, if you hang around people who like to sit around on the couch all day and watch TV, then most likely you would develop those same habits as well. If you hang around people who like to, skateboard, again, I'm not down talking any skateboard or anything, but just an example, if you hang around people who skateboard all day, then it may influence you to actually want to go get a skateboard and try and learn how to skateboard. If you hang around people who are negative, they have low energy, then there's a good chance you will become negative, have low energy. On the other side, if you hang around people who are successful or on their journey to success, then you also have a better chance of becoming successful because you are hanging around the right type of people to get you to that road to success. So again, your association is very critical. I believe there's a quote that says your net worth is determined upon your network, or backwards. Your net worth is determined upon your net worth. I mean, saying no, your net worth is determined upon your network. I believe that is the correct way to say that. Alrighty, guys. The next one is time. Giving permanency to positive rather than negative through habits and developing wisdom. Again, like I said before, guys, so when you are on your journey to success, what I highly recommend doing is actually putting yourself on a blueprint and a checklist to where you start with the end. So let's say if this takes 10 steps to accomplish whatever you want. You start with step number 10 and say, okay, I want to accomplish this. And then you reverse engineer it. Start with number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And number 1 would be typically what you do. Okay, you have this main goal that you want to accomplish. Now break it down into monthly, weekly, and daily habits to break that down. Because if you look at the overall picture, it could be overwhelming. It may be too much for you to think about, and you don't want to do it. But if you break it down to monthly, weekly, daily habits, it becomes a lot easier. You just do a little bit a day. Try to do maybe 2 to 3 tasks per day. No more than that, because it gets too much, and then you try to rush through things. You want to take your time. So break things down to maybe 2 or 3 tasks per day, and then add on from there. Like, for example, if you want to, say in 10 months, have 6-pack abs. Again, just use an example. Then you break it down. Okay, what do I have to do monthly? What do I have to do weekly? And what do I have to do daily to actually accomplish that? So daily goals would be, okay, let me just start by maybe eating 3 better meals a day and jogging 4 times a week. Or, and then you just add that on, and then monthly, and then by the time you get to your 10th month, you have accomplished your goals. So that's very important, guys. Have that blueprint, because think about it. You can have a pilot that's been a pilot for over 20, 30 years, but they always go through their checklist manually. They have maybe, it could be digital now, but whatever. They still have like their 1 through 10. They check off each one. Okay, let's make sure we do this. Let's make sure the propellers work. Let's make sure we have enough fuel. Let's make sure. They still go through it, even though they've been doing it for 30 years. They probably can recite this in their sleep, but they still manually go through that checklist. So just keep that in mind, guys. People who are controlling your lives when you're 30,000 feet in the air, they still go through manual checklists. So that should be telling you something. Just keep that in mind. Alrighty, guys. The next one is harmony. Acting with definiteness of purpose to become the dominating influence in your own mental, spiritual, and physical environment. Just like I stated before, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and socially. You have to actually balance out each one of those areas in your life to be holistically balanced. Because let's say if you are only focused on money, that's the only thing. Yeah, you may make a lot of money, but then all your other areas, you're either a bitter person. A lot of times you're cold, you're not caring or sincere, maybe out of shape. All those other areas are imbalanced because you're only focused, or vice versa. You're only focused on physical health, and that's the only thing. You may be overly focused on that and not have your other areas balanced. So if you balance out those areas, guys, that actually creates holistic yin yang balance, in my opinion. Alrighty, guys, and the 7th principle is caution. Thinking through your plan before you act. Now, there is a such thing as analysis paralysis, where you overly think things and you don't take action. This one, I believe, again, this is my interpretation of what Napoleon Hill put, is just make sure you have a plan, get yourself educated quickly, and then execute, because you learn as you go. You're not going to know everything. A lot of people get the analysis paralysis where they want to study, month after month, year after year, 2, 3, 5 years go by and they haven't done anything. And the books and videos can only take you so far, but you have to take action. So that's my opinion, guys. So those are the 7 principles of outwitting the devil. Again, I highly recommend reading this book. There's just a lot of, I don't even want to really break it down. Just Napoleon Hill went through a dark time in his life. He wrote this book. There's some interesting things in this book. So I'll have a link in the description below if you guys want to purchase this book. Also, what I want to do is leave you guys with a quote. So let me go ahead and grab this tablet here, and this quote is from Nichiren Daishonin. He says, he's the SGI president of Ikeda's lectures. He says, iron, when heated in the flames and pounded, becomes a fine sword. He also says, if you put into flames gold, it becomes pure gold. I totally just messed this up, guys. Let me actually start this again. Iron, when heated in the flames and pounded, becomes a fine sword. He also says, put into flames gold becomes pure gold. Every effort we do now and eventually becomes our greatest treasure, facing and overcoming and causing our lives to shine like the jewel sword or pure gold. So that's a very powerful quote. So again, hope you guys liked this message. Again, if you did, subscribe to the channel, share this video, comment below as far as what do you do to keep outwitting the devil, or to keep yourself on the road to success when you don't feel like doing it. Okay, well again, guys, Greg with PlanetGreenZen.com, and I hope you have a great day.